Canadian Crates with host Mic Boogie.
Oh yeah, I'm just addicted to it.
Follow us on Twitter.
Let's get it.
I'm digging in the crates for Canadian hits, old and new. Bring them to your cranium. Shake your mind like a coaster. Roll up, red carpet out. I'm the host of the show. Here we go. Boogie's on a mission. On your mark, get set for a brand new edition. I don't need nobody's permission. I play what I want, and the party people listen. It's called Canadian Crates. 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 It's called Canadian Crates.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? I am your host, Mic Boogie. You're listening to Canadian Crates, episode number 10. I just want to thank everybody who's been tuning in every week faithfully. But yeah, tonight on the show we got Stalin and we got my homeboy S coming through. They're going to talk about their new music and stuff that they're up to. And we also got a chill prize pack to give away. Big shout out to Legit Chill. And we got a whole bunch of new music coming at you. We got some music by Rich Kid. We got music by Royce Birth, Tommy Spitz, Osam, YOK, Jay Jones, Drew James, all kinds of people. But we're going to get into it right now, right here, Canadian Crates. Keep it locked, yeah.
Cool, calm, and cavalier was my approach till I changed my ways to making headlines like MIA. A traveling man, most definitely leaving. A family guy on his own hustle like Cleveland. Best believe that it's a new beginning. For years bruised by the losing, time to pursue winning. The search of a ring and the perks of a king. The words that I sing is certain to bring fire needed to burn from within. So when I heat seek, I freak beat in the thick of the media flack and the oversaturation of all this meaningless crap. I vowed among other things for a title that's undeniable, viable if the support is reliable. I am full of motivation for pursuing my dream. A title to follow, the title is the truth that I see. I woke up from my dream, looked over at my queen's matrimonial ring. Seems I'm already a king, I'm the king. My lady preferred the brain over LeBron. I got skinny arms, a big brain doing big things. Trying to climb the corporate ladder with the support of my back. It's sort of like forwards to backcourt, passes off the backboard. I'm human highlight reel, king of the hill, king on the top, king of the fly, king of my spot. I'd go out on a limb trying to give it all I could give before claiming king of anything. I'm a king from within, I'm the king.
Check it out, everybody. This is your man, Mic Boogie, and I am coming at you live right here on Canadian Crates, maximumfm.ca, Maximum FM Hip Hop. And we got a special guest tonight, like we do every week, but tonight we got a special guest because I played one of his tracks on my very first show. So to me, that's why I find him to be a special guest to me, because his track was just crazy. But we have S on the show.
Peace. How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's good to have you down here. But really, like, I heard that the track that I first played, was Aspire to Inspire, which we'll get into later. But I heard that track and I was just like, damn, like I need to play this, and especially on my first show.
Appreciate the support.
But the track that we just played is called King. So tell me a little bit about King, like who produced it and the inspiration for writing a song like that.
Well, actually, that track I wrote back in like 2010. It's off my first album entitled Feud For Thought. Producer goes by the name of Mike Storm. It's a dude out of Chicago. He had sent me the beat, and the title of the beat was actually called LeBron. So I thought, it's interesting. I thought I'd kind of flip it, do a metaphorical track where I kind of chronicle the parallels between LeBron and myself. What could we possibly have in common? So, he at the time trying to win his first championship ring.
Yep.
And, me, I'm just trying to win my life ring,
Yeah,
so
break into the game. And
absolutely. So
nice.
it's all about winning.
Nice.
Trying to win at life.
All right. So and then as you like for yourself, as far as the whole music thing, what is it actually that inspires you to make your music? And I mean, everybody's got their own story in life and whatever, but not everyone can pick up a pen or get in front of a mic and do what you do or do what people that really have talent do. So what draws that out of you? What brings it out of you?
You know what? It's just my love for the culture, love for hip hop, love for the music. I've been a fan since the late '80s, early '90s. Been dabbling at it, kind of a bedroom MC, in the shower MC, open mic. Just inspired by the people around me. Some of the people that make music as well. Kind of inspired me, but I've always had a passion for it. Maybe not a passion to pursue it, on a full time, head-on basis or anything. But I've always kind of dabbled in it, and with encouragement from peers and from even people outside my immediate circle.
Yeah.
From doing tracks with other people on other people's joints. Kind of thought, let me put out my first project and see what's up and see how people feel about it, and the feedback was positive, and that kind of inspired me to keep going. So I've been going at it a little harder than I was, say, 10 years ago, probably within the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, well, that's all it usually takes, is just a moment of inspiration within what you're doing that I guess reinforces that you should be doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
and I'm glad you did, because honestly, like when I first Merciless sent me the track, and I was like, damn, like this is crazy, and I wanted more, and then I got more, and then when I hit you up, you said you had another project, your first one, and I was like, well, damn, you need to come down, we need to talk, and whatnot. But we're gonna get into another track from Feud For Thought, not Food, but Feud For Thought,
yep.
And it's called Talk To Me, and then when we get back, we'll talk to you right here on Canadian Crates. So check it out. We got S, Talk To Me, right here on Canadian Crates.
Hey, baby. Yeah. Something's on your mind. Talk to me. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. Don't keep it inside. Don't keep it inside. Don't keep it inside. Let's keep the communication open. Let's keep the communication open. Yeah. In any relationship, communication's the key. Hey baby, something's on your mind, you can say it to me. We've been together for a long time. I sense something's wrong, something's off, not quite right. Tell me what's going on. Your attitude, usually on the up and up, now it's down. Perpetual smiles or suddenly frowns. Word to Prince, it sounds like the sound of doves crying. Or is it love declining? I'm hoping not for the latter, that'd be disastrous. Sometimes we take our loved ones for granted, and it could never be the greatest of feelings. I understand the stresses of life potentially alter my focus. So if I'm wrong, I jot it in my mental notebook. Provided you start making me aware, there's no need to be scared. Emotional scars are the hardest to bear. My heart tears at the sight of a tear. Drop out your eye, caught the vibe. My prior engagements, I drop on the fly. Turns out that my hustle for checks led to your thoughts and neglect. I can't believe my self-absorption pushed you off of the deck. But since then, I seek balance between my life and my love. You my life and my blood. Ain't nothing worse than a wife with a grudge. That's on me. For real. My fault. For real. Talk to me. Yeah, let's work it out. Let's work it out. Got something on your mind? Talk to me. Talk to me. Hey, baby. Verse 2. Wanna send this one out to all the real MCs, all the musicians. I actually got something to offer, got something to say. Shout out to College Radio. I wanna hear you. I wanna hear you. No longer will we be held down. Speak your mind. words carry weight but defy the laws of gravity. Sticks and stones break bones, but words cause casualties. Words are weapons and tools of upliftment at the same time. Thoughts I be thinking, we're hearing brothers say rhymes, whether political or spiritual, stirring emotion. Words in the post and call the beat, cause my neck to jerk motion, and that for me is hip-hop. MCs who talk heat over beats, communicating to the masses like priests, with social commentary the major media shuns, forever brought to the surface with broken speech from the slums to worldwide, making worlds collide through rap music, bridging the gap demographically. The economics ruins the positive influence, and the power of message got me standing behind my bars on my life sentence. The mic renders me powerful and a top choice, with a voice to wow a few with orgasms and not the noise that a lot of people associate with modern day music. Backed by corporations is how a lot of lames abuse it. Staying true to the essence. Real MCs walk with me. Real MCs who got something to say, then talk to me now. Talk to me now. Talk to me. Yeah. Yeah. If you got a voice, you let your voice be heard. You let your voice be heard. Do not allow anybody to take that voice away from you. It's your right, not just a privilege. Not just a privilege. You got something to say. Uplift the people. Uplift the people with that positive, powerful message. Word up. A lot of noise. A lot of nonsense on the airwaves.
Yes, everybody, we are back once again right here, Canadian Crates. Make sure you hit us up on Twitter at Canadian Crates, Maximum FM Hip Hop on Twitter as well. And just let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about the tracks and everything that we're doing right here in the interview tonight. And again, we're talking to the homeboy S. And that was Talk to Me, the track Talk to Me. So tell me about that track.
Well, actually, that track was it's a personal track for me. The first verse in particular, there's a rap group that I roll with and that I put out previous projects with called Homegrown, cats out of the city that I've known for a few years. We put out a project back in 2010 called Been Doing This, and a mixtape the following year, which was a kind of a tribute to the 90s. During that whole process of, doing the indie artist thing, pushing everything on your own, on your own budget, video shoots, photo shoots, studio sessions, late night ciphers or whatever, practice. I guess I'd say got caught out there, just the excitement of, doing the music and, kind of losing sight of what was first and foremost in my life, which was my family.
Yeah.
I'm a married man. And, you know how it goes with women. You got to give them their time.
Oh, for sure.
And I lost sight of that for a quick sec.
And if you have children, and that just elevates
absolutely,
everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it was one of those moments where I lost sight of what was priority. And, what happens when you kind of put your lady on the back burner, and you have that moment where honey, we gotta talk. So it was one of those reflective tracks where I had to
hate hearing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Where you had to kind of hear a mouthful, and you kind of had to take a step back and reflect and say, wow, you know what, you're absolutely right. I kind of lost myself for a moment, and I kind of reflected on that. So
and that's the humbling thing about being an MC, is that, I don't know, I find with myself and with a lot of the MCs I know, there's always like a point or a stage of humility where we can step back and write a song about situations like that, or kind of say we're sorry or whatever, but we do it in song.
Yeah.
We can't do it normally in life. We can't sit down and say, like they say to us, oh, baby, we want to talk. But we write a song about those moments or personal things. And I think it means more that way, because it's not, it's there for everybody.
Yeah. So that song was basically about the powers of communication. Communicating, whether it be with your family or whether it be, whatever you have bottled up inside, just letting it out, letting people know how you feel.
Yeah. And that was, again, off of Feud For Thought.
For Thought.
But then you started working on your second project.
Yes.
Which was Aspire to Inspire.
Aspire to Inspire, which is I put out just this past June. The first single was actually a track called For the Loot. And the second single was the Aspire to Inspire / Inspiration joint that I actually shot a video for early July.
Okay, so the video. All right, well, I'm going to play the track, and then we'll talk about the video and whatnot when we get back. And then we'll just talk a little bit more with us as soon as we get back, right after this, on Canadian Crates, Aspire to Inspire.
Yeah.
Keep it locked.
Aspire to inspire. Should be everybody's mission in life. Check me out, yeah. With goals and aspirations, my vision's locked, moves are calculated. No time to lose, making moves that are makeshift. See, thinking on the fly's got its limitations. Success in life, my kind of vindication. Hope. Mixed with the dream and the follow through like a golf swing. The motto that I got to ingrain in my offspring. Too many princes grow up to be lost kings. Green-eyed bandits out for dollars to floss things. Lacking direction and purpose. Based on track record, this motto don't seem to be working, so it's worthless. It needs service. We see so many dreams don't ever seem to flourish. Long as dreams remain practical, no need to be discouraged. Cause in this life we live, only death is certain. Create a roadmap for your success before your curtains close. Death is for certain, bro. Dreams I pursue with frequent flyer mileage, using inspiration is my pilot. Cross-continental reach, limits never peak. Success within my fingers reach. I sniff it when I breathe. Measure of success, relative like blood-related beefs. In this game of play for keeps, I'm trying to win to say the least. Driven by the notion of uplifting my community. Lifted at the hope that unity could one day prove to be inspiring. For the beast inside of life's lion's den. Inspire yourself, then inspire them. Inspire yourself, then inspire them. Listen, yo. Sometimes I get blurry-eyed, but the vision's never lost. Even if I started drifting off course, momentary setbacks is a devil trying to get back at you, just like the government. Why you think you get taxed for booze? It's a death trap. Fool, man, I'm guilty of the same. Guzzling is poison, messing with my brain. What I'm saying is assess the bigger picture and determine where you fit in. Move accordingly without the politics in. Glimpsing at that city skyline, I'm already sky high off life. I feel I'm winning hands high like give me 5. So many miles on inspirational planes, that's literal. Sometimes the inspiration is pain for lyricals, turning a negative to positive force. Such a release like you popping a cork. Inspiration's like the rock in a sport. A football, move the chains, get a flock of support from teammates for a good call. Inspiration comes in various forms, so when it hits you, let it get you to where you belong. Where you belong is a place where the energy's strong. And where the energy's strong, that's when the synergy's formed. And where the synergy's formed, that's when the chemistry's born. Then an indelible bond's formed to weather the storm. Aspire to inspire is the next best move. I'm trying to be the best S, not the second best you.
Yes, everybody, here we are once again inside the building with the homeboy S.
Yes, sir.
Right here on Canadian Crates, Maximum FM Hip Hop, maximumfm.ca. So Aspire to Inspire, like I was saying earlier, that was the track that I heard, and honestly, it was the first time I had heard of you, and it really it blew my mind. Like I was just like, wow, real hip hop.
Appreciate that.
It's back. And it's funny because like I love to hear stuff like that, and we don't get enough of it. And it's funny that now it's like it's coming full circle and it's coming back. It's making its way through everything.
It's a beautiful thing.
But Aspire to Inspire, that track, honestly, it's a banger.
Thank you.
But what inspired you to make that song and to put something like that out?
Well, the beat. I mean, the production on that's phenomenal.
For sure.
Kudos to my man Concept. He's actually the one of the producers on the label that I'm on. He's an amazing producer. Really, really has a good ear for that kind of stuff. The beat, I mean, it just kind of took me to another place. Just such a beautiful vibe to it, and the kind of the theme of the album was kind of driven by that song. When I wrote that song, it kind of gave me the direction for the rest of the album. So the theme of that one is just, something positive, uplifting for especially for the young people. I'm a real proponent of positive messages and imagery for the young people. There isn't enough of that.
Definitely
it's
not.
really underrepresented in hip hop nowadays, or in music, period.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that I've always been a proponent of. I grew up on like the KRSs and the Immortal Techniques and Tribe and guys that
conscious type stuff.
Yeah, positive vibes,
thoughts. Like they actually thought about what they were going to say, not just got drunk and freestyled for an album.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which, I mean, there is some talent in that as well, but that's not obviously what you're pushing, which, again, I'm glad, because we need more music like this. kids need to hear more hip hop like this and less of what's on the radio. And but how can people get in touch with you as far as Twitter and all that stuff?
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. You could check me out at HGMonsterS. That's HGMonstres on Twitter. You can catch me there. I'm on Facebook. You find me SME Alango. That's my government name. You'll find me on there. My music's available on Bandcamp. So all you got to do is punch in ESMUZIK. So S Music. You Google it, you'll find me somewhere. I've checked, trust me.
And there it is. And I think people really need to go out there. I hope that people really like what they're hearing and go out there and check for your music, because honestly, it's the kind of hip hop that needs to be spread and get more attention. And that's why I play it. And that's why I'm glad that you had a chance to come down and we could do this interview.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, it's all about balance. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the party rap and the drunk rap and the
for sure, because that's what I make.
Yeah, hey, it's all good. It's all about balance. I mean, the 90s,
Yeah.
The beauty of the 90s is there was all these different, subgenres that were accepted by everybody, and there wasn't
Yeah.
even the divisions back then. It was just dope. It was dope or it wasn't. So,
Yeah, exactly. It was like you had banging beats and you had a flow or you spit whatever, and people just loved it or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's just how it was.
And
Well,
mainstream radio supported all of it the same until
that's
until a
basically
cutoff
it,
time.
until it all became about the dollar.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just the way it is. But right here on Canadian Crates, we're all about the real hip hop. We're all about supporting Canadian hip hop and letting people know that there still is that real element to the culture out there as far as MCs and beats go. Not everything is trap and not everything is, that other subculture of hip hop or the other genre of hip hop. But we're going to keep it moving right now into your last track, and it is called
Keep It Moving.
And just again, one more time, I want to thank you for coming down, and just make sure people, you go out and check for S, check for him out there anywhere you hear his music. Make sure you just support it because it's dope hip hop.
Yes, sir.
And so this is, who produced this track, by the way?
A dude called Euphonic. He's one of my go-to guys. We've worked together. Actually, he did a few beats on Feud For Thought. Actually, Talk to Me. He produced that one.
Okay.
And we've worked together for a number of years now. And just wait till you hear what we got coming next.
Well, I can't wait to hear it, and you got to make sure you send it in and come down and promote it, because I'll definitely have you back on again. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank S for coming down to Canadian Crates, and keep it locked right here. You're checking out Keep It Moving, maximumfm.ca, Canadian Crates.
Yes. Peace.
Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Euphonic on the beat. This crazy world that we're living in, what used to be trivial is now significant. The difference is times have changed, priorities rearranged. We feel the pain, to put it simple and plain. Struggling to maintain, brothers hustle for loose change. Crews claim territory with smoking barrels and shoot brains. Who's to blame? Truly a shame, pace change. The grace period is expired. It's time to make haste. This great weights taking its toll. No longer is my mind sane in this climate of unruly primates on a crime wave. Why wait till Armageddon sets in? Time is now. The end is near unless intervention steps in. You rather run blocks, I'm trying to understand it. Trade your gun for a book, use your mind to run the planet, stupid. Come on, stop making excuses. You blame it on the system. Illegal acts got you weasel cats in prison. Mental progression is absent. Better you're stagnant. Like female sexual advances. If you're too many black kids emerging with prison life stories, but none of them authors privileged to be in the spotlight glory. Street life is gory. Deceased life below me. I see lies unfolding. I'm pleased with the life I'm owning. I live life in the present with eyes on the future. Life will never be the way that it used to be. Let's keep it moving. Like the energy that's kinetic. It's your time, it's my time, it's our time to set it. Lost time's a weapon that could be used against us. Surely ashamed the way the game's aimed against us. The devil's trying to claim us all for the same stuff. In simpler terms, the lame layman's. Bad apples taint us. Society's trying to paint us all in the same portrait. Let's jump out of that frame and keep it moving.
Know what I mean?
I stay forever reaching for strength within the fight the demons. My soul holds the upper hand despite feelings of defeat. Now tell me why my people look beaten as pie of opportunity. We scramble for a piece. The word piece can be misconstrued if you're a bit confused. Now take a look what's going on in the news and in the nude. So many players perform and get just like a rookie comedian with something to prove. My attitude viewed by many is rude. I'm just a dude who gets oozed for the truth that I spew. I gain inspiration from God plus the crews that I view. A strong minded ready for war like some troops on the move. Through rugged terrain I train, maintaining my sanity, planting my feet in the soil of this inhumane humanity where man versus man versus the elements. Searching for reverence, searching for heavens in the ghettos of the mind, trying to find divine inspiration. Too weak in the flesh, victim of temptation. We some modern age slave souls burning in flames. Our ancestors who fought for our freedom returning to graves. Peace was a sign of the times, now it's the word of the day. Come on, knuckleheads, learn to behave. Maybe we too firm in our ways, we should yearn for a change. The book of life is better reading if we would turn in the page. Keep it moving.
Hey yo, we trapped in our own brains, behind bars. Hey yo, we trapped in our own brains, behind bars. Hey yo, we trapped in our own brains, behind bars.
Listen. Yo, today marks the dawn of a new day. Reborn with a new way of thinking, so the perception is opposite of doomsday. Let's get the ball rolling. We all in control of our own destiny. That's what we need to get a hold of. The devil's winning and we gotta get the reins back. I'm saying that cause it's up to us to change that. Let's face back, we've been in this pickle since way back. Let's blast to the future, no time for playback. As the world turn, life lessons I learned to apply the future to stand clear of the fires that burn. As a child, I play with fire and learn a lesson. So future notions of playing with fire was not the question. The most high, my saving grace. In a paper chase with cats chasing rat hustling for cheese. Stopping a brother from getting a taste of the piece of the pie. Reach for a piece, it's on a piece, and you die. This shit is cutthroat, borderline, chop your head off. Try bridging the gap between the broken well-off. The rich get richer, the poor stay poor, and struggle suffering from that crab in a bucket syndrome. Why these crabs always gotta be dark in skin tone? Demoralizing like tossing picks in a red zone. Let's maintain that focus, man. Keep your sight set on the end zone. Heaven that is. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving, like the energy that's kinetic. It's your time, it's my time, it's our time to set it. Lost time's a weapon that could be used against us. Truly ashamed the way the game's aimed against us. The devil's trying to claim us all for the same stuff. In simpler terms of layman's, bad apples taint us. Society's trying to paint us all in the same portrait. Let's jump out of that frame and keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Hip hop nation, let's keep it moving. Gill breathing, let's keep it moving. Homegrown, let's keep it moving. Essential, let's keep it moving. All my peoples, Still City, let's keep it moving. T-Dot, let's keep it moving. Saga City, let's keep it moving. All my peeps worldwide, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
You're listening to Canadian Craze on Maximum FM Hip Hop.